On to Cambridge. Lights are down. Speed up, 41 miles an hour. Indicate. Here we jolly well go. Sixth gear. Windscreen up a bit. 72 miles an hour. What a beautiful day. 29th of January, I believe. Oh, it's my mother's birthday today. Well, there's a thing. I have now been riding in the United Kingdom for 6 months. Prior to that, I was riding in the United States for 2 years. The difference between the United States and England riding a motorcycle are very vast, especially the choice of motorcycles. It's also the same as cars in both countries. Most motorcycles here in England are smaller. It all has to do with the roads. In America you have long straight roads. Here in England, apart from these highways, everything is a bit twisty and smaller. Prior to this motorcycle I was riding a Indian Chieftain 2018 model. Wonderful bike for America, no good for English roads. So that is the biggest difference between riding in America and in the United Kingdom, is the roads. Here everything is smaller, closer together. You don't need a large capacity twin cylinder motorcycle in this country. A 700cc, 800cc motorcycle is plenty sufficient for this country. You can go on the back road twisties on it, do everything you need to do. You can go touring. It's only 800 miles north to south in this country. From where I live, 800 miles will get you to just 3 states. So that is another big difference. And the way people drive in this country is different as well. The average car driver is far more aware of motorcycles. Generally the drivers here in England are far better than the United States. I see far less fender benders here. Far less fender benders here than you do in the States. I've only seen a couple of accidents since I've been here in 6 months. In America, I would see accidents on a daily basis. Driving on the other side of the road, I can't say I really notice. Every now and again when I come up to a T-junction, I have to think about which side of the road to drive on or ride on. And apart from that, it's riding a motorcycle, it's a very little difference. Of course, the weather here is completely different. There's so much rain. If I had a American motorcycle with all the chrome and bling on it, no, I probably wouldn't ride it as much, because the cleaning is a bit of an issue. So what do I prefer? Well, I really haven't experienced much of England at the moment, because we're on lockdown. So it's very difficult to say. But one thing I do say about England is, if you want to change of scenery, England is an improvement, because I don't have to ride for 5-6 hours to get to some mountains or some hills. It's just 50-60 miles an hour's riding, and the terrain can change completely. I do miss the weather of America though. It does just rain here way too much. So I don't prefer America, and I don't prefer the United Kingdom for motorcycle riding. They both have their good points and their bad points. I'm less likely to die on a motorcycle here in England than I am in America. But the having to be observant is pretty much the same. I still treat everybody as though they're trying to kill me. Oh, beautiful place down here.